Part 1. The Lake That Welcomed Only One. When Evelyn and Noah bought the small house by Moonlake, they believed they were stepping into the happiest chapter of their lives. A quiet place, far from the city, with a silver lake that shimmered like glass, surrounded by tall pines and starlight. A place to breathe, to love, to begin again. Locals warned them, of course. "Don't swim after sunset," an old woman said at the market. "That lake takes," the fisherman added quietly. But the couple laughed it off. Every small town had its legends, right? On their very first evening, Evelyn stood at the shoreline, toes pressing into the cold sand. The moon cast a pale glow over the still surface of the water. "It's beautiful," she whispered. "Let's go in." Noah shook his head with a grin. "Go ahead. I'll join you in a minute." Evelyn walked into the lake slowly. The water hugged her like warm silk. She turned back to smile at him. "You're missing out," she called. Then she dove beneath the surface. 1 second passed. Then 2. Then 10. Noah frowned. "Evie? Enough teasing, come up!" He stepped forward. Another 10 seconds. "Evelyn!" He ran into the water, splashing, diving, searching blindly. The lake swallowed every sound. No bubbles. No movement. No sign of her. 20 minutes of desperate swimming. Screaming her name. Praying she'd surface. But Moonlake stayed silent. By the time the stars came out, Noah remained on his knees at the edge of the water, shivering, broken, whispering into the empty night. "Please come back, please!" But the lake gave nothing. That night, Noah sat by the shore until dawn, staring at the still surface. He believed she had drowned. He didn't know the truth. Not yet. Part 2. The Girl Who Didn't Return Alone. Noah didn't leave the lake. Not the next day. Not the next. For a week he came every evening, sitting motionless at the edge, staring at the water as if she might rise again. He talked to her. To the lake. To the memory of her laugh. "I should have gone with you," he whispered. But Moonlake never answered. Until the 7th night. A soft ripple disturbed the water. A shape rose from the dark. At first Noah thought he was hallucinating. Lack of sleep, heartbreak, grief. But then the figure drifted closer, illuminated by the moon. Long hair. Pale shoulders. A familiar face. "Evie," Noah whispered, voice trembling. She swam closer but did not climb out. Her eyes shimmered with an unnatural silver glow. "Noah," she breathed, her voice echoing as though carried from underwater. "I'm here." He fell to his knees. "I thought you were gone. I thought you were—" "Not gone," she said softly. "Changed." Only then did he see it clearly. Below the surface, her legs were no longer legs. A long, dark, iridescent tail swayed gently, reflecting silver scales like moonlit armor. A mermaid. But not the fairy tale kind. A cursed one. Noah reached a trembling hand toward her, but she pulled back. "You must not touch me," she whispered. "Not now." "What happened? Who did this to you? I can fix—" "No." Her voice shook with sorrow. "It was the lake." She looked down at the water as if afraid it could hear her. "There is a curse here, Noah. Moonlake chooses one woman every century. When I dove, something pulled me deeper. I couldn't swim up. I couldn't breathe, until I stopped fighting." Tears burned in Noah's eyes. "I'll break the curse. I'll save you. I swear." Evelyn's expression darkened. "If you try, the lake will take you too." Before he could reply, the water around her churned violently. A dark shape wrapped around her waist and yanked her downward. "Noah!" she cried as she was dragged under. "Evelyn!" He dove after her, but the lake slammed him back with a force that wasn't natural. A force that was older than the town itself. The water calmed. The surface stilled. She was gone again. Part 3. The Truth Beneath Moonlake. Noah spent the next week researching the lake. Local archives. Old diaries. Whispered stories. Forgotten folklore. He discovered a pattern. Every 100 years, a young woman disappeared into the lake. All reported the same thing beforehand. Being drawn toward the water, hearing faint voices, feeling warmth instead of cold. Moonlake chooses, one old journal read. And once chosen, she belongs to the water. But there was one more passage. A forgotten legend. Only a vow deeper than death can free the chosen. But the price is not hers, it is his. Noah froze. Was it talking about a lover? He didn't care. He would pay any price. On the 14th night, Noah walked into the lake willingly. The water pulled at him instantly, dragging him downward, swirling him into darkness. His lungs burned. The pressure crushed his chest. Just when he thought he'd drown, the current shifted, and he fell into a quiet, glowing underwater chamber. Evelyn floated there, suspended in shimmering blue light. Her hair drifted around her like black silk. Her tail curled beneath her like a serpent's shadow. When she opened her eyes, the silver glow dimmed with sadness. "Noah, you shouldn't be here." "I came for you," he said, voice shaking. "I'm not leaving without you." A voice vibrated through the water, ancient and cold. "He cannot free you. Unless he takes your place." The lake spoke. The water itself. Evelyn grabbed his hands, desperate. "Noah, listen to me. If you take my place, you'll become what I am. Bound to the lake forever. You'll never walk on land again. Never see sunlight. Never live freely." "I don't care," he whispered. "You should," she pleaded, tears mixing with the water. "You're still alive. You have a future. I don't." He cupped her face gently. "My future is you. Wherever you are." Her lips trembled. "Noah!" The lake pulsed with impatience. "Choose." Noah didn't hesitate. "I choose her." The underwater world exploded in blinding white light. A scream, his, echoed as cold tendrils wrapped around his body, pulling him deeper, reshaping him, tearing something human away. Evelyn cried out, fighting the current. "Noah! No!" But it was too late. The lake had accepted the exchange. And the curse had a new form. Epilogue: The Lovers of Moonlake. Tourists at Moonlake sometimes report strange sightings at night. A girl with glowing silver eyes rising from the water. A boy beside her with a dark, powerful tail. Two figures drifting side by side beneath the moonlight. Some say they hear whispers carried on the surface of the lake. "Not even a curse can keep us apart." But others claim the lake has grown restless again. And that next century, it will choose again.